Hi, this is Patrick at E1 Business Solutions. Um, let's be honest. If you look at GP and all the sexy features, SmartList has to be one of them. I mean, what's not to like about SmartList? You have them separated. You can see the different ones. You can make favorites. You can use go-tos. You can open up. You can zoom back into the windows, and you know, um, and see more information about where the SmartList data is coming from. So what's not to love? But the one thing it doesn't do typically, I mean, it does drill back into Windows, as we see as I'm using these go-tos, that I can take it back into different windows. But anything would want to do, you cannot. And so somewhat after the release of SmartList, in that Microsoft wrote what they call the navigation lists. So if we look at this, you have semi-equivalents of the smart list. So in this case, if we would click sales order transactions, for example, I can see my sales order transactions, and I can see the columns of information, and you can see extra information about them, as we can see here. And one of the cool things about navigation lists then is that I have different actions I can do. I can do different things. So for example, I can choose to print this document to blank paper. I pick these two, and I'll just print these to screen. And we can see one of them printed, and there's the second one. So we can see that this is different than SmartList itself, in that it actually let me do stuff in the GP. I didn't have to navigate to the document. I didn't have to open up a window. I didn't have to go to reports and print them. I could do, in this case, print these two orders directly from the navigation list. And I can do other things too, obviously, depending on what kind of list I have and what kind of document I'm doing. Send an email, I could transfer it, print the packing slips, et cetera. Problem comes in, though, in that while SmartList Builder does also have ability to build SmartList, there's a navigation list builder. Now, we can modify existing smart lists with SmartList Builder, which technically isn't modifying the existing one. We basically make copies of the existing ones that look like the originals and act like the originals, have all the same go-tos, et cetera. And then we just hide the original ones and then show you our version. So it's the same looking kind of report, but isn't the actual same report. There isn't such a thing for the navigation list. So if we look at the navigation list builder, what perhaps I would want to add additional information. So in this case, one thing you cannot do in any manner of a navigation list, a sales order transaction list, for example, is there's no way to add information into this window. Now, it is possible to add data via customization into this bottom window from a DEX customization, but you can't add new columns to this. And the reason why that's important is because while I can add it to this, for example, if I would search for master number, there's no way I cannot filter. I cannot filter the master number in this. It's just not, it's just not a feature. And so it has to be one of the columns. So anyway, if I would need extra data then, so I would just go to navigation list builder in our smart list builder, and perhaps I will create one. So in this case, this simplified is just sales transaction work and a couple count fields, and I have a few fields set to display. Go call it this, and go to the navigation pane. And if I go to sales, we can see that here's mine. Now, the thing that users will immediately notice is I don't have all of those possible things I can do. And you might think, well, maybe it just doesn't default. I have to add them myself, which is true. Same thing if I'm using SmartList Builder, I have to add the go-tos myself. So I will go to my actions, and if I'm going to create a new action here, it says what kind of action? Let's use a find action, and we'll just do a dummy, and we'll call Microsoft, and with sales, and we'll look at our actions, and we'll say, wow, not a lot of actions here. Yeah, I can delete my customer, put them on hold, okay, but I don't see anything but printing here. And if I could flip the financial, but obviously this is completely wrong. So it's not in here. So we'll call that one. Let's go to, it's not a page, it's not a drill down, it's not a file, execute procedure. Nothing in there. That looks like printing. And so the one thing I didn't do was open form, and I'll just open up this one I already created. So in this case, ran across this just the other day, is that the user said, hey, we built a sales navigation list and I want to print. That's this case. And when I go to the open form method, I would like to be able to print it. And so he couldn't find a way to do it, just as I couldn't. They said, but hey, no problem. I'll just go to the sales print doc options window. Because if I'm in the SOP batch window and I hit print, it opens up a what do you want to print window, the SOP print options window. And they said, I could do that. And then I'll just pick what I want it to do. And I'll pick what I want it to do. And then it should work. And didn't quite work as he expected. So let's just test it out once. I have this already created. And I will notice it's just open form and there's no tasks. I didn't add a task to push any buttons, set any fields, because I don't know what I would do. So let's just do it regular. So let's close this. I've started it done. And I will pick this back order for the heck of it. And I will print this button. And nothing seemed to happen. All right, and that was his experience too. I pushed the button. How come at least the SOP print options form didn't open? And the answer is one of those dexterity things. So this is a little pass-through text window I wrote to show you this. So the name of the underlying form is SOP_print_options. And so this is open function. We'll check, and it will tell me 1, if it's open, 2, if it is not. And if I press this button, it tells me 1. So you can see it's open. You said, well, yeah, except I don't see it. Why is it that? Reason for that is because it's a hidden, the window's not being opened right. We're opening it with just an open form statement from a SmartList Builder perspective. That's what we told it to do. But the window's not auto open. So if I add this little bit of code, open window of form SOP print options, we can see it. So it is open, and here's the window made visible. Now, in this case, we look at it and we could maybe do stuff. And this, you say, when we're seeing that this is not turning into, it's not really working right. This should be an OK or a print button or something, and it's not happening. But the reason why that's the case and why it's not working is because it's not open correctly. And there's not a way in SmartList Builder to do that. And the reason for that is because all of the print options that you have for the sales navigation list aren't usable for third-party ISVs like E1 Navigation List Builder. So if you want to be able to print documents, you have to write all that from scratch, which isn't really documented and clearly not going to be easy to do. And so that's why it's not part of the predefined action. So it should be, but it isn't there. So we've seen variations of this: RM invoices, PM invoices, SOP invoices, POP receipts, et cetera, none of them have printing options because of this complexity. And so that's why you don't see them in the system. Like I said, this wouldn't know anything about my navigation list. And so that's why. So now that said, let's cancel this. So that said, it could be possible to do it. I've sent out a little bit of documentation that's attached to this KB. You can download it there and look for yourself. If you know a really good Dex developer, might be able to do it. But while there's not a defined action, oops, wrong thing. While there's not a defined action for this, tools, SmartList Builder, Navigation Builder, let's pull this back up. So there's not a defined action to do it, as I said, but it is possible to use one of the execute procedure methods. Now, we looked at this really briefly, and so in the Microsoft dictionary, there's these five things. We'll notice none of them are print, but with some dexterity coding and a customization following the documentation that's attached to the blog article, you could, with your own third-party customization, then instead of choosing just from this, your customization would show. So let's just pick project accounting. So if we look, there's nothing in there, but it would be your product and there would be such a thing. Cancel and open it up. And so what would happen then is you would have the parameters here that SmartList Builder would call. So we can test this out once, and this is calling open a form stop inquiry. So this is not printing, but it would be the same concept. So if we go back to our document, and if I click that, we see that my window opened with the SOP document that I had picked, and so we can see that the execute procedure method would work. So in your case, in your customization, then you do what it would show to get it to show on that list. SmartList Builder, you would just map in the navigation list fields from your integration. Probably in this case, SOP number, SOP type. If you would be really cool and you'd add the different types of printing, print orders, print invoices, print whatever, you'd add more parameters to it, but you would then be able to do it that way. Not going to be easy. Not a lot of Dex developers even back in the day, but it would be possible to do via that method. So anyway, if you go that route, good luck. I think it would work. I haven't written something like that in forever, and so, but it should be possible since these work. It's the same exact method to use for these built-in ones from SmartList Builder than what you would write. So as long as you do your part right about how to printing of a specific document or a number of documents, this will work here too. All right, good luck, and catch you later.